Love you.
Hey, how many were there before me?
What do you mean?
Like, how many girls did you love before me?
Love? 5. I loved 5 girls before you.
What were their names?
Their names? Who, what, when, where, and why.
Can you tell me about them?
Who I loved is a girl from church. I wasn't exactly close to her, but with some superficial facts and a few interactions after service, I filled in the blanks about her, like a fairy tale author. And who she became in my head was probably more than the reality, but the several times we got to spend together really allowed me to see she had a good heart and bright spirit. The only problem was every other guy saw it too. And while she turned me down nicely, she gave me hope that a godly woman would come by my side. What I loved was an old friend, but she was more than just a friend. We met earlier in college and kept touch throughout the years after. We saw each other grow and change through multiple relationships. I saw our different boyfriends come and go. She was also there for me and for every girlfriend and every breakup of mine. Personality, humor, taste, it was all there. Her and I were almost perfect. The only thing that wasn't perfect was our timing. We were never in the same seasons of life. What we loved about each other was never enough to leave who we were with. And this is something we eventually had to face and accept. And we had to leave behind what we had. When I loved was my first girlfriend in high school. I was unbelieving at the time, yet it was a bit unfair because what she embodied was a combination of both love and youth. The feeling of young love was unique and impossible to replace or replicate because we could only be that age once. So I learned to live in the moment. And high school was a time of innocence, discovery, and adventure. We shared these 3 elements together, constantly texting, late night sneaking out, matinee movies, all of which now have become a nostalgic love preserved in a time that neither of us could touch. But I know it was there. We were just kids, infatuated with rebellion and adventure. Where I loved was the girl I met at the beach. She was different, she was free. She had a love for God that freed her, and I loved her for that. Soon months passed, and I couldn't leave the beach. I couldn't leave her. But she displayed love that was freeing. A love for God that broke bondage, with a relationship reflective of the place we were in. A new energy and new experiences really pushed me to spiritually mature more than anyone else or anywhere else. When people ask what place I love, I say the beach, where I learned to love the most. Why I loved was a close sister in Christ who passed away. She told me after she was diagnosed, death wasn't what saddened her the most, but the fact that she never really felt like she had fallen in love. She wouldn't get to have those emotions, good and bad, of being heard and being held. After she passed, those words, they stuck with me the most, teaching me to see that one of the greatest gifts we have of being alive is the ability to give and receive and even lose love. There are so many like her whose lives end before having any of those experiences. And I can't help but think what a waste if we don't strive to love in our lives. She made me understand why. Why waste this life not loving others?
I understand now.
You were the 6th.
The 6th. So which one am I then?
You're none of them. Because you're all of them. You are who I love, the perfect godly woman on the pedestal, the fantasy, the make-believe things that are actually true. You are what I love, the depth, the inside jokes, my best friend. You are when I love. A new history is being started with this. We are the young lovers that our older selves will reminisce about. You are where I love, because I would go anywhere just to be with you.
You are why I love, because you were sick from this world and died to yourself.
For you, I didn't truly understand what I was looking for. You have given me my past and future meaning.
Claire, you are the sixth. You are the last.